Okay, right.
Good evening all, welcome to FQ Racing League. We're live again. Penultimate round, Hungarian Grand Prix. I'm joined by Simi. Simi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm okay, mate. Thanks. You?
Do you know what? I'm okay. Hello Nick. Hello Golf. Hello Mitch. Hello Malik, Dablo, Jerome, Callum. Welcome all. Hope we're all well.
Very exciting race ahead, isn't it?
I'm
Four-way
looking forward to
fight
this
for
one.
the championship.
Yeah,
Is it going to stay a four-way fight, or are we going to lose a couple of people in the battle?
Nick loves you apparently. He's your biggest fan. Somebody's got to be.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, Nick, just keep blasting them Katy Perry songs and all will be well.
And stop watching Love Island.
Island
yeah.
of the Love, yes.
Island of the Love, yep.
Dablo, how are you? I'm just going to put on some stuff.
Hopefully it's not clothes. Like, hopefully you're already wearing clothes.
Yes, I am. Yes, don't you worry about
I commentate naked.
You would not want to see that. Nobody would. Trust me.
Hey, hello, Davide.
Hello.
Davide Barrado.
Nice to be back. I'll be...
The Skip Fan Club is here again.
Yeah, I think you weren't around last week, were you? Or if you were, you weren't around at the beginning. If I remember rightly. I don't know. Might just be me. I just need to... I know you sent me the championship thingies, didn't you? And
I did, yeah.
As we were talking about it, I might have sort of neglected it. So what I'll do is I'll save them now. Don't worry, Simi. They will get...
Disgraceful.
I know. Because we have actually got some exciting news. Simi's been doing some maths, right? Because he loves it so much.
Not meth. Yep.
Because he loves it so much. So he was doing
not a great
some
deal.
stuff. No, not a great deal.
Not a great deal, but the only calculation I did is if Simo wins.
Yep. Do you want me to put it up on screen first?
Yeah, go on. Yep.
Let me put the image up on. I'm just going to save it as a blank image because it doesn't really matter, does it? Right, it's this one.
Yeah.
There you go. Right, so I'll move it down here. There we go. You've got it on screen, so go on, talk away.
Yeah, basically, the only calculation I managed to do before we all got started, if Simo wins the race tonight, it means that Finexi will be out of the championship regardless of where Finexi finishes. And also, Ardaz will be out of the championship if he finishes outside of the top three. So, yeah, I mean, if Simo wins tonight, it will end up being a two-horse race for the final race. Yeah.
Qualifying with Simo and Melee. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't, but yeah, so it could turn into a two-horse race for the final race if Simo wins here.
Yep.
So, and that's the only calculation I've done that I had time to do today.
So the championship decider can all be decided. Well, I'll tell you what, the battle for fifth is still on, isn't it? Pretty much, because you've got Defo Knockhouse, Gene Ninja, Nick Furyman, Mentos, John Harrison. They're all within. If they can get, a good haul of points here, that could really mix that up. Really, especially top of the table. Finexi, Ardaz, Notabo, and Simo. It's looking good. And then I'll just quickly change over to the Drivers' Championship. The Constructors' Championship, sorry. Leading the way, Haas, 208. Close followed, really, by Williams, 191. And then in their own little 170s battle, Aston and Mercedes. 80s battles, Red Bull and Alfa Romeo. 50s battle, McLaren and Alpine. And then at the bottom, Ferrari and AlphaTauri on 20 and 17. So there's some really good battles there to be seen. So it's definitely one to watch out. For, I would say, because it's interesting. I don't think... I did see the other channel went live. Apologies if Ninja's about. That's my fault. I pressed the wrong button. I was logged into the wrong account, so you can tell me off later. So
give you a thrashing later for that. Yep.
I need a little bell to tell my wife I'm finishing my drink. I'm sure she'll hear anyway.
Welcome in the chat, Rexler, as well. Sorry, there wasn't a slot for you to race tonight, but
we have a lot of drivers, don't we? And the plan for season 2, as we're just watching Simo come round into the second sector, he's going to hit the timing screens. Let's see what that sector time is. 54. So yeah, we have got some interesting news for next season.
Yep.
So which is looking really exciting. So yeah, all looking good, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously we'll reveal whether it be in the final race or...
Yeah, across the line. There you go. Simon fastest lap by 0.3 with Fenexi P2 so far.
The man to beat. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Ardaz now. I think he's coming round. Just coming up to the second sector at the moment. So, anyway, as I was saying, so season 2 is looking good. Hopefully, having 2 split categories.
Yes.
Not sure how they're going to be held or when they're going to be held yet, but they will be at some point.
Won't it?
It will be. Yeah, I don't want to give away too much because there's a lot of work going on in the background. Ecoy is busy away, not racing, so he's here doing his thing. Anyway, he is racing. He did manage to make it back. Wait a minute.
He did.
Sneaky little bugger, isn't he?
Snuck in, I know.
Snuck in there, didn't he?
Sneaky.
Am I right in saying that this is the first time since FQ started that they've had a full first
Main
driver's grid? Yeah.
Yes.
I
believe so.
That's unbelievable.
It just goes to show, because there's plenty of reserves waiting in the wings to join in. So
yeah. Didn't we have something like 9 reserve drivers put their name down as well?
Yes. At some point, yeah. But for this race, it's like there was 6 available, so lots of spaces to fill. So yeah, obviously we brought up the standings earlier. Quick shout out to Joe, who is 9th in the standings, even though he's only been a reserve driver for a short amount of time. So
Sammy, hello.
Absolutely
You
rapid.
can't see me. You can't what? What can't you do, Sammy?
Oh yeah. It's a John Cena joke. You can't see me. You can't see me.
Right. Okay. Oh, I get it. I like that. Play on words.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I'm John Cena apparently. Welcome, Sammy. Yeah.
Sammy.
Sammy's one of our reserves at the moment, but yeah.
So yeah, so it's exciting that we've got a full grid of full-time drivers. That's nice. Obviously, hello, Sammy. Very sad that there is a lot of drivers in the wake that can't drive. But obviously, if anybody that is around chat, or around watching this in a week's time that wants to get involved, do join the Discord because there still is slots available and there's big plans for season 2 as we're ever growing and seem to be ever consistent as well, don't we?
Yep.
So if you do want to join in, definitely come and join us, and obviously do the whole subscribe to the YouTube channel because it does help not just the channel grow, but and then helps the league grow and the community grow, and the more people, the better it is. So guys, do the right stuff. Anyway, back to some qualifying, shall we? I was just on board with Ange Hamid as he goes through the chicane in the Alpine. Man, that Alpine does look good. I do like that.
Yeah, that's one of my favourite liveries.
Yeah, I don't like driving the Alpine and cockpit cam because they've got this horrible aerial thing that sticks up, but you can't see anything.
Oh yeah,
it's really annoying. That's just my personal opinion.
And from my POV, I'm just on board with Nick. With Nick, man.
Okay, and I've just noticed that G Ninja, first time back for a couple of weeks. I know he's been busy helping Ecoy, hasn't he? He's just put in fastest lap for the 1:15.4. So yeah, the track's ramping up.
It is, yep. I think a Ferrari might have got in Nick's way there during quali. I have to have a look back at that, but
I don't know if you want to quickly, whilst you've got a second, Simmy, post this in the other channel. You know, the other server. You know what I'm on about, don't you?
Yes.
Anyway.
Or the YouTube.
No. The YouTube link in the other Discord.
Yep. Okay.
I want some good news anyway, because we were talking about the championship title. I don't know if anybody has actually ever taken to notice the fact of how much time I put into the descriptions and everything. But today's title, this was actually Simmy's idea. I kid you not, I did not come up with this one. This is all Simmy. Okay, I did the writing bit.
Don't blame me. Yeah.
I did the writing bit, but this is all Simmy. So, Hungary for the championship, because we are coming to the closing stages, aren't we? And it can actually half be decided, so it did tie in very well. So I have to say kudos to you, Simmy. Well done. I do like that one. I did like that one this morning when I saw it.
Thank you. I'm glad I did you proud.
Yes.
What channel shall I post it in?
The community one.
SCL Creators.
Community content, I think it's under.
Community content. Yeah, there we go. Right, splendid. No worries, I will do. Just missed there. Nick's gone 10th fastest, so
Yes, I
think he did get slightly impeded, but who's out of position right now? Definitely Golf. In the low 118s.
Yeah, Golf, Rob and Cody, forever together. I mean, we're just going to have to make a room just for them two, because them two, like...
Siamese twins on the track, like, they're always next to one another. It's a bit like me, you, and Ninja on Simpe. We're always near one another.
I have been talking with Rob. We were talking to him yesterday, and he was saying he was doing some practice.
Yeah.
He was saying on how close he always is with Cody. It's like I'm in sync now. It is very funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, definitely Golf out of Winther as well, I'd say. Golf and Winther complete. There we go. Winther moves up into P6, which is a good lap for him. I was just on board with Finexi. I think he's going to box. No, he's not. He's going to do another lap. We'll go on board with... we'll go on board with some people in a minute for the last run of qualifying. Yep. 8 minutes left.
Yeah, he's the man most under pressure right now. 4th place in the championship.
Yeah, he's the man that definitely needs a win, doesn't he?
Yep. Is he going to do a mammoth final lap?
You know, if laps are needed, now is the lap in the race that is needed.
Yep. Who else have we got? Yeah, Lance down in 14th.
So he's down by 1,000. That just shows on how consistent he is on a controller. It absolutely baffles me. I don't think I could be within 1,000th of my lap every time. It's just
consistency,
bonkers, isn't it? We'll just listen. I'm just going to let the viewers listen to the management that is going through the throttle and the brakes and the steering. He crosses the line, gets himself up into P2, only 10th behind G Ninja. Man, just listen, he's even on manual gears. The man is insane.
He is, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely rapid.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. That's some pure skill out there, so kudos to him as well. Ardaz's on track as well, just hitting the first sector tyre on the screen, so let's see where he's going to put he is just under a 10th up.
He is, yep.
So he's looking good for a couple of tenths knocked off if he can nail the second and third sector, which hopefully he can.
And he is slightly under pressure as well, of course. Yeah, I was just saying earlier, if he finishes lower than third and Simo wins tonight, he's out of the
he's invalidated. Just dipping the wheel off the curb. He'll be absolutely livid with that, as I would.
He's got time to...
Yeah, time to get in and get back out. Yep. He got Lance on track. I think he's a bit out of position, but again, the grid's so compact.
Yep.
Yeah, so Harrison's just exactly what I was saying, that the grid is so stacked. It's so compact. You've got from the top 5 are all in the top 6 are all in the 115s, and then from 7th down to Robin 15th, it's all within a second.
Yep.
And I don't think the likes of Golf, Big Boris, and Hamid, Cody, massive slide there from Lance.
Yeah,
going into the pit lane. That's not what you want to be doing.
But it's going to be even more tight like next season, I think, because some of the reserve drivers are going to try and apply for a main seat for next season. The likes of Joe and Jerome, rapid on this game, so it's going to be even tighter next season. But currently, so the 4 people in the fight for the championship, those 4 guys are currently in the top 5 in quali.
Yeah, the only person who's chucked himself on provisional pole is G Ninja, who hasn't even been here. So imagine if he'd have been here.
Yeah, exactly.
The past couple of races, he'd be well up there.
Fight. Yep. Yeah, precisely.
It's crazy.
But I'm sure Finexi will currently be really happy with second, being ahead of Simo.
Yep. That's where he needs to be, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
He needs to be way ahead of that man. Trying to think of a better word than that man. Then that car.
Your
that
man
Williams. That Williams. Yeah, I'm not Irish. I can't do it.
You're a man.
You can. I can.
I'm really surprised with golf down in 19th right now. Very surprised. Whether Hungary's his kryptonite track, but
what's your take on the Hungarian Grand Prix? What's your take on it?
I actually really like the track. Like, yeah, it's not a favourite, but I've always liked the track personally. Why is it very divisive? Or I know quite a few of the drivers in the Discord have been like, "Oh no, I hate Hungary."
I think it gets bad
press. Or...
Bad press for the curbs here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a bit. The curbs are, as you can just see, as we were just coming through the chicane there. The camera's on a really low down level. The curb. It's about like a quarter of the height of the car, and there's a car off track there on the left hand side. I didn't see who that was. I think it's getting out of the way of Winther, who's just coming round. He's got a purple second sector going around the last couple of corners. But I like this track. I like this track on F1. I like this track on ACC. I like it. It flows really well.
Yep.
And you can see why a lot of people have had a lot of success on E-Pits. Really? I say I should really check the timing screens, but I really was then.
Yeah, Ardas was half a second up then. But
yeah, and I went on with Nick, and he just jumps in the pits as well. I'm guessing this is everybody. I mean, getting in and out of the pits now is going to
dash.
I don't think Winther's going to get in and out.
Cody's slightly up. If you want to jump on board with Cody, he's just going through sector 3.
In the Ferrari.
Yep.
In the alternate livery. Alternate livery.
Yep.
In the Ferrari.
Alternate, yep.
Is he crossline does jumps
jumps his dad
by about a tenth.
Yep. Slightly up. I think Dablo's one to watch as well. He's out of position, I would say, 17th, so I'm going to be on board with him.
I am on board with him now. At the moment, he's just coming around to the first sector in the other Mercedes. So Mercedes do need a good haul of points. As do Haas and Williams to try and build a bit of a gap because he's not much up.
Yep.
He's probably about on par. The only thing that I will say around Hungary, the one thing that I have noticed, the first lap is always crazy. As Nick Furyman retires, he's happy with his lap, can't go any further.
Yep.
And then
just gets
jumps by melee straight away. Is it Mentos a melee? One of them just jumped him.
Yeah, I think so. Well done to the Aston Martin getting out of the way of Dablo there.
Yep.
Dablo on a flying lap.
Nice track awareness, that.
Yep.
Comes around the last... second to last corner. This last corner is so tricky to get right. Not to mount the curve on the left. Just hug it as much as you can and then ease on the throttle. Across the line. Yeah, puts itself P12. So not the lap he was after. Anyway, what we do want to be looking out for now is the two championship leaders coming into, well, not the championship leaders, but Finexi, Sema, Ardas and Notable. Them four are definitely ones to watch out for. I'm on board with Finexi as I think he's just about to cross the line. I don't know if this is to start a lap or whether that was his lap. Crosses the line, puts himself pole, so that was the lap. That's the lap that he wanted. And that's the lap that he needed. So let's jump on board with Seymour and see if he can respond to that. And obviously with Gene Indra as well, who can respond. But he's
delighted.
Yeah, I would be. Finexi definitely needs... I think Seymour was actually up on his time then. So he's finding time. He's got about 2/10 to find. So when he hits the second timing board, Notaboat and G Ninja stay where they were.
No, Notaboat did move up to third, so he dropped Semo to fourth. Semo's on a flying lap right now.
Dablo says sorry. No need to be sorry there. Is a 10th up, is Seymour, so this is only going to be good enough for third. If you can keep it all together in the last couple of corners, unless you can find a bit more time. Elijah saying not surprised, Callum. We're not surprised about him.
Bear with.
There we go, P3 for Seymour. So across the line, it was only 700ths of a second up on his time, and Winther, I think, is the last one to come across at the main people. Last corner, crosses the line. I don't think his time's anywhere near. No, it was a 10th up, but did not gain any positions, so stays P7.
Yep. Sorry, I just need to take care of something.
Oh, okay, so there must have been an incident with Callum and Dablo on track. They're apologising, saying it's all good. It is all good. We don't, no need for hostilities. We're all happy.
Speaking of which, yep. Just dealing with something in the Discord.
Okay.
Might be a moment.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Well, as we're just waiting for, I think we've got a couple of people being wheeled into the pits, and Harrison is crossing the line. Okay, what that was all about, Harrison? Your last lap puts you in P11, and you have no front wing. Why did you cross the line so slow? Did you run out of fuel? Please tell me you run out of fuel. Did you run out of fuel? Because if you ran out of fuel, I like the fact that you ran out of fuel on the line, and then as soon as invalidated 3 times. Oh, okay, there you go. Right, I'll just run through the grid anyway. Taking pole position, a much needed pole position here for next year with a 1:15.427. Close followed by G Ninja and P2. And Seymour, championship rival P3, only a couple over 10th behind, with notable Ardaz, Melee, Winther, Definite Kaz, Mentos, and Nick Furyman ran up the top 10 with Harrison, Dablo, Skip, Ekoi, Lance, Cody, Golf, Rob, and Chamid, and Big Boris ran up the rest of the grid. Definitely compact in the middle. Unfortunately, Davide, Seymour did not give you the pole. So Harrison was angry, that's why he stopped in the line. There's no need to be angry, mate. It's okay. Yep. You've got this. There's a race to go. It's all about the race. You don't get points for the qualifying, you get points for the race. So get pushing. All 20 within 2 seconds. That is close. It is. It is very, very close. And it's something that we'd like to see around here.
Oof. Right, sorry, I was a bit distracted there. So, right. Well, who's going to win?
I mean, let's all get your votes in, guys.
Yeah. Who's going to win the race?
Who is going to? Who's going to win the race? Who have you got? So Harrison's tactical pole. Yeah. Yeah. Very good. Go on. Who have you got to win? Simic? Who have you got your eye on today?
Finexi, I think.
Finexi. Do you think the pressure's been piling up, and now that
I think he'll manage it.
Yep.
I think he can withstand the pressure, and I think he'll win, take it to the final race, being with a shout.
Okay, as we start the formation lap, we do a formation lap on, don't we?
Yes, we do. Yep.
Okay, I will just run through. I didn't think we did because they got underway very, very quickly. I'll just run through the tyres really quickly. As Finexi on pole decides to go with the soft tyres. The rest of the top 6 all on mediums. Winther, softs. Nick Furyman, softs. Dablo, Ekoi, and Golf, the rest of them softs, and everybody else on a set of mediums. Nobody electing to use the hard tyres.
Was Ardaz and Malay had it coming together?
Which is shocking. I thought somebody would.
Yeah, no hard tyres to start with, isn't it? Interesting.
It is. And I think the race strategy is, as Ardaz and Melee have an issue. Not quite sure what that's all about. The race strategies here on the 30% races are pretty straightforward. It's medium, soft, medium, unless we have a safety car. And then that will spice things up. And if it does, then I'm pretty sure we'll see it first. Finexi taking the quick route with G Ninja and then Seymour backing up the rest of the grid. So taking the more conservative route, even though there is no tyre wear or anything in formation lap, so you're basically backing everybody up for no reason. Or is it a bit of the piling the pressure on?
Oof. Right, who's your money on to win? I forgot to ask.
I'm going to go with Finexi. I think he really needs this one.
Yes.
I think he's the man to watch, the man to be. Yeah, he needs this one. Really, really does. So I'm going to go with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he'll manage the pressure. I hate the camera angle on this track, though.
It's so annoying. No, it's not this track. It's just every game it gives you, because you are constantly coming from the back of the grid.
Yep.
It puts you in pants camera angle. I'm going to go on board with Seymour anyway and see if he can make up some ground. Oh, whoa.
Finex's angle's good. 5 lights. And we're off. Oh,
no. No, they're not. Red flag.
What? What? What?
Red flag. Very good.
What a race. Oh my god. Ironically, I said, shall we keep red flag on before the race to Ecoy?
Does it usually have red flags?
Well, that was something. Okay. Looks like we'll...
Some high octane racing, that. I mean, that is the pinnacle of Formula One esports racing, right? That's how we roll. Right then, let's do it again. Right, okay. Here we go. We've wasted 3 laps.
Don't red flag again. Okay. Yeah.
And they're underway with no red flag, and it looks like a bit of a wiggle there from Finexi has dropped all the way down to P4, and G Ninja has got an absolute lightning start going into turn 1 on the outside. You got Seymour trying to go around the outside of Ardaz and Notable, and it looks like they've all got away through clean, but there's yellow flags at the back of the grid. Oh, there's a massive crash. Dablo's out.
Okay. It's messed people's tyres up and everything. It's put people on hard tyres.
No. Right, what's happened is you are allowed to change the tyres. You are allowed to change tyres in a red flag situation, and there's a safety car into turn 3. So, yeah, that Dablo at the back had a massive incident, and so there was carbon everywhere. So, no, the game allows you to change tyres because they've effectively done 3 laps. So when it puts them in a red flag situation, it gives you the setup screen again, so you can change tyres. You can't change fuel, you can change front wing. So, yeah, that's why. Winther out and Rob is out as well in the background.
Yeah, I'm just trying to... Ecoy, if you're listening to the stream, if you could check the chat, please. Because... I could argue we should have a restart. Yeah, we're doing a restart. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we lost a few drivers there, and I will just sort that all out now. So I'm going to check where people qualified on the stream. It's a shame that formation lap and red flag are causing so many issues like that. It's blooming annoying.
Yeah, I'll just turn it off.
Yeah, will do. Right, I will be muted for a minute.
I'm going to go to starting screen whilst these guys get this back up and running, and then we'll be back for the race.
Yep.
So hang on tight, guys. Okay, I'm going to bring myself back in. Welcome back, everybody. Apologies for the delay. I'll bring Simi back in when he stops talking to himself, because he's just organising through the grid at the moment. Then we'll bring him in. Apologies about that. There seems to be a bit of a bug with the formation lap that seems to then either immediately give a safety car, a virtual safety car, or clearly a red flag. So we are aware that I think it's just one of those things. It happened to us last week. It happened on Thursday. It's just one of those. It's happening. So the only way that we're going to be able to combat this is to remove the formation lap for now. And we're going to remove red flag because that seems to have wasted 3 laps worth of racing. So, yeah. Well, I'll bring him back in. He's talking to himself. But, yeah. Do you want to say that again?
Yeah, I was just saying we want as much racing as possible, don't we?
Yes,
so,
we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I'm nearly there.
Okay, Simi's just going through the order of the grid, and then we'll get underway and get these guys done. We've obviously asked them very politely to put on the same tyres that they're on before, because otherwise it's a bit cheating. But yeah, it is what it is. The game is what it is. It's just unfortunate it's happened twice on stream in 2 weeks. It's not our fault. It's just there's a bit of a game glitch. So
there is, yep.
We have, and we are aware of it. And next week, final round, we will not be running formation lap unless Cody's fix it. So, exactly. Davide, you will be getting some racing, I promise.
Yes, right. No problem. Please stand by.
Yeah,
right.
We're not going to leave you hanging.
Cody, golf. Okay, yep, we're good to go.
Let's go. Let's get everybody going. Get them all readied up. And then we can get to some racing.
Yep.
They have been asked politely to give a minute to do the setups because they'll have to apply the setups back in the game because you can't do it in this. So here we go. We'll get underway in 25 seconds and then, well, we'll get back to some racing. Callum, indeed. Amazing job fixing the lobby Simi. Well done. There you go. You get some prize.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
I mean, I helped. I was here.
You helped, did you?
Yeah, I talk. I do the talky bit.
I do the talky bits. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. Lobby's up and running. Here we go. Come on. Let's get some racing, shall we? If this happened in real F1, could you imagine?
Oh, God. Rain?
Oh. That's awkward.
Whoa, okay.
Rain it is.
Spicy.
I mean, did nobody think to force it dry?
Well, yeah.
How many people are moaning in Discord now?
Not particularly.
Nobody. Oh, Simi is the only one to...
Why is it raining?
Sorry, I was just expecting the Discord to explode. I wonder if anybody's got a wet setup for Hungary.
Yeah,
because if you haven't, you might need one now. I'd get some winter wellies on there and get out there.
Yeah.
If we could have an update to see if the game is going to go dry at some point.
Not sure. Rain.
Well, you wanted excitement. You're definitely going to get it now.
Yeah.
As we wait for the players to do the setup. I don't think anybody has a wet setup. Callum saying he seems to have dodged a bullet here. Don't know if he did. It's just rain all the way. Oh, all the way. Sorry. I say we're sorry, but actually, it's a game, so it could have happened.
Oh, Lord above.
So it's just unfortunate this happened in here. We're not restarting the lobby. We're going to get some racing. It's going to be in the rain.
And the game as well. Yeah.
What?
Just the game. Yeah,
Here we go. We've got some lights anyway. I need to put up some spectator stuff, but I'll do that in a second when we get underway. And they're away, and the Phoenixi leads the charge again. It's just massive wheel spin and spray in the background there. And it looks like Phoenixi this time does actually get a better start and has a better lead on G Ninja going into turn 1. They're all very, very cautious. I can't really see in the background what's going on. I'm just looking in the middle of the pack. Everybody, there's a virtual safety car.
Yeah, I'm really confused what brought out the VSC there. I didn't really see any contact between anyone.
No. What is going on with this game? Whatever it is, it needs fixing.
Yeah, they really need to sort this game out. Very, very peculiar.
Yeah, anyway, Phoenixi does... the lights on the Pirelli sign are blurry. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Notaboat's had a moment under the VSC.
Ardaz, anyway, back to normal racing. Ardaz as well has lost his front wing.
Ooh.
So Ardaz down into P10 at the moment. Dablog finds himself up into P8 and moving up the grid. Ninja's not happy. He has no idea what's going on. Another virtual safety car.
Oh my god. So, Notaboat, looks like Ardaz dropped his controller and...
Ardaz is retired.
Ah. So, interesting.
He's parked up that Mercedes and he's had enough.
Ah. Oh dear, oh dear.
There's a big thing saying that it's not fair for Toby because he dropped his controller. I mean, it's no good restart the lobby because you dropped your controller. It's one of life things.
Yep.
It happens. I'm pretty sure it was nothing malicious. Again, the game's pit strategies as we get away is intermediates. Winter's in the pits. Did he have damage? But yeah, it's just one of those things that happens, doesn't it? Diablo finds himself up into P7. The man is on a lucky streak at the moment. We've got Golf and Big Boris in the pits as well. And leading the charge is G Ninja, who found his way past Phoenix in the first couple of corners.
Yep.
I've got a feeling that Phoenix is Mr. Rain Man, though. As Dablo and Mentos are side by side. Oh, there's some glitching going on there. And Ekoi gets past Dablo as well. There was some mega glitching. That was interesting to say the least. As Dablo now is finding himself dropping down the grid pretty quickly. He's going to get overtaken by Lance here now, and he's down into P10. So the man that was on a charge is now a man that's dropping down the grid extremely quickly.
Absolutely, yep. Pablo down P12 now.
Yeah, Nick Furyman through as well. Them Katy Perry songs are getting him going.
Absolutely. Or just Katy Perry. Oh, yellow flags. Sector 2.
Yeah, that's
Alpha
Golf.
Tauri, I think. Yeah.
That's Golf and Winter. We're very, very close on track there. I'm not quite sure whether that was anything to do, but I just went on board with Golf as he struggles to get the car going. And I guess these wet weather strategies and tyres and setups that everybody has, they're really, really struggling. So people need to be a bit more cautious out there, I guess.
Yep.
Just on board with Mentos, who's catching Kaz at the moment, about 7/10 behind, and catching and lagging as well, as they must have had a massive, massive wiggle coming out of that corner there. The tight right-hander, stay away from the curb, especially in the rain. Up to the chicane. Is he going to be anywhere near getting past him as they come through the chicane very gingerly? There's literally, I've never seen an F1 car go through so slow. Oof. Who are you on board with? Lance is catching Harrison as well for P8.
Yep, I'm just on board with Simo at the moment. Just having a flip through the grid.
Yeah, Davide, it is rain. We don't know how this one happened, but it happens. And Lance is absolutely all over the gearbox of the Alfa Romeo. He's molestering him. He's going to go around, try and go around the outside into the last corner. He's not going to have the speed, so he's going to go down the main straight with no DRS, but he'll definitely have ERS, and his lap time was 9/10 faster than his last one. Is he going to use a bit of ERS and get down the main straight? He's going to go for the lunge. No, he just tucks him behind him. But Defo Not Kaz and Mentos are going side by side into turns 2 and 3.
Yep. Had a bit of a seesaw battle there. Obviously, Italian fan club in the chat. Skip currently P10.
Yep. In the points.
Yep.
That's what he needs.
He got P10 last week, didn't he?
He did.
If I remember
He did
correctly.
get some points last week. Yep. We're going to see Defo Not Kaz and Mentos are still going for it. With Melee P4 seems to have dropped off. So Mentos and Melee seems to have dropped off the front grid, and everybody just seems to be within 2 seconds of each other. So it's kind of weird on how the G Ninja sort of pulled away into the distance, and then Phoenix's pulled away from Seymour. But yeah, we'll see what happens. They're so ginger on the throttles, as you could hear the car revving up.
Yep.
So the only retiree so far, unfortunately, is Ardaz, which is yeah, something that you didn't really want to see.
No, that's right. Unfortunately for him, yeah, if Simo does, I think if Simo wins, then yeah, that will be Ardaz out of the championship. But I have to look at the calculation a bit later.
Yep.
It's unfortunate. The game decided to DNF Ardaz for some reason.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, he was saying, how did I retire? Like,
Oh, we're going to see
so,
Skip
yeah,
nearly making a move in the background there. Yeah.
On Lance.
Yeah, for all you Skip lovers out there, he nearly is catching Lance pretty nicely, actually. So the wet weather maestros here, Lance and Skip, are putting Harrison under an awful lot of pressure. Just to remind everybody, I will just bring it up. This is how the championship looks currently. So if you guys are interested in what is going on, Simo and Notable are leading the way, 179 and 174. And mathematically speaking, if Ardaz and Finexi, if there was anything to happen to them, they would be out of the championship battle.
Yep. That's right.
So, yep. Definitely. Jerome's just pointing out that Mercedes are DNF'd and 18th currently, but there's a lot to pay for as Ecoy has picked up a penalty in the background there. Yep.
Very early days.
Yeah, lap 5 of 25. It's not what he needed at all.
No, as Lance
does get around the outside. Is he going to manage to keep this stick if he sticks on the curb?
Yes,
He's got the inside line for the last corner. He does. That is lovely. Is Skip going to make a move now? We're going to have to keep on board with Skip because it seems that he's got to run if he can use his ERS.
Go on, Skip.
He is using it to his advantage. He's pulled out of the slipstream. I think that's a bit too early to pull out of the slipstream, but yeah, Harrison seems to have a slight straight line speed. I thought he was going to run into the back of Lance then.
Yeah. So, go on, mate, sorry.
No, Lance has just got past Ecoy as well.
Yeah, so Lance loving this wet weather right now. Ecoy.
That's an awful line. Is this going to allow Harrison to go through as well? No. They're all having to be very ginger, aren't they?
They are, yeah. It's Lance and Harrison close, but giving each other a bit of room. But yeah, Lance has dropped a couple of places.
Yeah, around the chicane they go. They're going to go too wide of the chicane. Lance not having any of it and cuts to the chicane. Probably the best move anyway. All around the outside, we're going to see Skip. Up the inside now, Skip and Lance. Oh, they're giving it. Not a lot of room being given here, but it's go.
Oh dear. Did wonder if that was going to happen. There's a bit too much wheel banging going on there.
Yeah, and that's brought out a full safety car. I'm not sure whether that was a bit of lag.
Yeah.
Skip did just seem to skip across the track. Would you believe it?
Skipped. Yeah.
Yeah, drive-through penalty for Rob for speeding under the safety car.
Yep.
And we got Fenexi and Melee in the pits. Lance gets drive-through speeding with the safety car. I don't know whether that looked totally, like, accidental. I don't know. That's something that will obviously get looked at.
Yeah. There was a bit of wheel banging. I think it just maybe unsettled Lance's car.
Yeah, it's got a new front wing, and we wait for the safety car's picked up G Ninja and Simo as well. So the grid will get bunched back up. I don't know whether this is going to bring back Fenexi and Melee, who did pit, but Winther find themselves in P11 already.
Yeah, good recovery considering what happened. I mean, from where people started, Mentos has made up 6 places, Eco 9, Rob 9, Cody 6, and 7. The biggest losers, we won't count Fenexi, obviously pitted, so he's down 5 at the moment. But yeah, Notaboat, unfortunately, had it coming together with Lardaz sitting P18 right now. But still plenty of time for him to recover in this race, get through the pack.
Yeah,
but things are playing into Fenexi's hands a bit right now.
Yeah, Notaboat, down in P18 at the moment, needs to make up some ground, but Winther has made up a bit of ground. The 2 Ferrari boys, P9 and P10, they've jumped at the grid, finding their pace. I don't know if it's you, but it seems to be lightening up a bit. Maybe. Or is it just me?
Not sure. Whereabouts on the track?
Main Straight. It's definitely brightening up. The rain is getting lighter. Yeah, so Mark says the rain is getting lighter. So there you go. It does look like it's getting a bit lighter.
I would like to see some dry racing at some point.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. We shall see. As Ange and Winther both decide to pit. So.
Yeah, I need to watch out what tyres they're coming out on, because are they being told something that nobody else is being told?
Well, Ange has gone on to mediums.
Yeah,
so
that's what I mean.
Everyone else is on inters. So
what
is
about
that
Winther?
gamble
What
going
did
to pay
Winther
off? Winther inters.
Yep.
Needs a fresh set of inters.
I'd be inclined to watch.
I'll keep an eye on the tyre situation.
And Jamid, because I think he's going to struggle. He's going sideways through there.
Yep.
I don't think that's the right tyre strategy. If he gets around, I'll be very surprised.
Yeah, we shall see. He's managing okay thus far, but...
Yeah, he's going to struggle. But it does look like it's getting a little bit drier. That line around the safety car, around the track, is definitely drying up, but the spray is still crazy, so I suspect that we are. There we go. Safety car is in this lap, so G Ninja is going to lead the pack as he backs them all up, gets them intermediates nice and warm, and then let's get us underway.
Yep. Unfortunately, I think the guys at the back will just catch up just in time. You've got Ange, Golf, Notaboat, and Big Boris. Yeah, they've caught up just in the nick of time.
We got an underway caught. Simo absolutely napping. He pulls out a 7/10 gap, and the rest of the grid, it looks like even Mentos is going to pounce on Mentos. But I don't think he does. I think everybody around the back of the grid, it looks like everybody gets through. Got Cody and Harrison switching positions to the background. There is 4 cars within millimetres of each other. We've got Rob, Harrison, Cody, Nick Furman, and I think Lance is about to join this group as well. In the background, there's 3 seconds warning to Rob.
Yeah, time penalty. Something what I don't think we brought up, possibly. 3 drivers do have drive-through penalties. So Rob, Lance, and Winther all have to serve drive-through penalty. Oh, Rob's really struggling with his car right now.
Yeah,
what do you make of that new Ferrari livery?
I don't think it's their new Friday. I think it's just their special livery for Vegas, wasn't it?
Yeah, do you like it?
I like it.
Yeah, I do as well.
Retro, isn't it?
It is, yep. Let's see about on track right now. Well, yeah, Ange, as we expected, really struggling on those medium tyres.
Yeah, as Winther dives up the inside of Nick Furyman as well. That was a move to be loved, wasn't it? That was a great move up the inside as Lance and Winther, I think, decide to get rid of their drive-through penalties.
Yep.
Yellow flag sector 3. Somebody round. Golf.
Few people pitting. Whether all the guys are just deciding to serve their drive-throughs now.
It was Golf that was around. Yeah, we've got a lot of people in the pits.
Yeah, I think.
And Finexi back up into P4.
Yep. So Rob, Lance, and Winther decided to serve their drive-throughs now. Dablo.
Purple middle first sector for Finexi. He is the man on the charge. He needs to hunt down the top 3. We got Melee as well, all over the back of Kaz's car as well. So there is definitely a dry line appearing. How's Ange doing on the medium tyres? Is way off the line. Kaz, I don't think that's anything to do with the racing line.
Oof. Well, Ange, yeah, second from last right now. Dablo pitted, so he's gingerly going around the track. We'll have to see, is the weather going to continue easing off? I would like to see it go dry before the end. That would really spice things up.
Yeah, I don't think the rain is stopping. Are we going to see a move from Harrison there down the main straight? Who's later on the brakes? It looks like Ekoi. Oh, they're going to run out of track. Can he swoop back around? I think Harrison is going to get the move done. It takes a long time for the camera to pick them up. There we go. Is Skip going to make a move on Kaz? Because he's all over the back as well.
Yeah, as Mentos gets past Finexi, but... Oh, that was close between Finexi and Mentos, but Finexi makes it back past. Moves back up to P3.
Finexi on a charge. He does need to catch up to Seymour. He cannot finish anywhere lower than 4th, if I'm right.
What's that, sorry, mate?
Anywhere lower than 3rd, Finexi.
No, it's that was for Ardaz. So Finexi. Well, if Simo wins, Finexi's out of the championship regardless of where Finexi finishes. So Finexi could do with a win today, really. Still in with the shout.
Yep.
Yeah,
yellow
exactly.
flag to sector 2. That's an Alpine. No, it's Lance.
Oh, Lance, yep.
I think he's just had a off-track moment.
Yep.
Everybody is definitely struggling out here at the moment.
They are, yeah. Yeah.
Melee and Mentos are going side by side down the main straight, and it looks like Melee has the move done into turn 1. He does. Moves himself up into P4. Nice
Quick shout out to Nodaboat, by the way. So he's up to P7 on 5-lap old Inters now. I think he yeah. Good recovery.
Kaz and Ekoi going side by side as well.
Yep. And Golf gets past Rob. Rob decides to pit, so put some fresh Inters on.
Yeah, and let's see if that can move him up the grid. Ekoi is the only one with a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. The rest did have a couple of drive-throughs, but they've all cleared them now. Lance and Winther, I believe, were the 2 that fell subject to that. And Big Boris and Winther at the moment very close on track as Big Boris rides that curb and that totally settles the car. You do not want to be riding that curb at all whatsoever. Yeah, he loses the place to Winther there. He's 9 seconds behind. Oh, we got
Nick
yellow
and
flags.
Ekoi. Yeah, Nick and Ekoi both went off track, so I think they had some contact and skip up to P9.
Yep.
Skip fans in the chat.
Legend. Yeah,
Yep.
loving life at the moment, isn't he? Don't
He
forget,
is.
guys, to vote for your driver of the day. If you don't get your votes in, then I think it's my turn this week. So I'll get to pick.
No.
Yes, it
no,
is. You picked last week.
Driver of the day last week. Hang on.
It's funny
One
how me and
moment.
Simi are having a lovers tiff over this. So we're arguing who had driver of the day last week.
No, I think you chose because I was arguing that Rob should get driver of the day because he qualified P18 and finished P8. And you
And I said
Ardaz.
I said that he'd already got it in our
So it is my turn.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you're gonna let me have that one?
Yeah, I'll let you have it. I'm not apologising, but I'll let you have it.
Yeah, very very kind.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you. Let's see. Mark says that rain is getting lighter. Yeah.
Rain is definitely getting lighter, but I don't think it's drying up as Ecoy gets another penalty for corner cutting, and I'm just on board with Nick, who is all over the back of Cody. He's literally just pushing that Ferrari across.
Yep. In terms of penalties, the only other person, Rob does have a 3-second penalty. So.
Yep. And that's now 6 for Ecoy.
Yep. It's really going to cost him.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely.
But tyre situation, so G Ninja and Simo and Mentos are all on 12-lap old Inters.
Yeah, well, we do have some more news. Is Fenexi is catching. Oh, Rob picks for another 3 seconds. Fenexi is catching Simo. So this is for the championship. This is what Fenexi needs. He needs to put Simo under pressure. He needs to force him into a mistake to get him off and away from the championship battle, so then he can at least be with him with a chance still of the championship. So he does need the pressure here as Winther picks up the fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:30.0. So just put it into context, they're nearly like 16-17 seconds slow. So yeah, Davide, Skip, he wants him to stay there. I think Kaz has got through, but we'll just jump on board because I think it's just been overtaken to see if he can put Kaz under a bit of pressure and retain the position.
Yep. That's it.
And then we'll need to jump back with Fenexi because he is mounting the pressure on Simo. It's 8 tenths behind and closing. Big Boris again is another one closing up to Lance and Cody with Nick. Them two, and Winther on Cody. We're going to see them two going side by side at the moment, and there's yellow flags.
Oh.
Where's the yellow flags? The yellow flags are where
Skips
we
out.
are now.
Oh no.
Oh.
Skips out.
Are we going to see the car? Are we going to see what happened? What happened to Skip?
Oh no.
As Big Boris gets a penalty for jumping over the chicane.
Davide, I'm sorry.
I don't know
Skips
where
out.
he's gone off. It's just coming up here now. Okay. I'd love to know how he's gone off here. But crazy things have happened. So, back to racing, and 3 tenths behind Fenexi. It looks like Simo is definitely struggling and is dragging along Melee as well. I've just noticed that.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm just doing some calculations in the background.
Oh, go on. We love a bit of calculation. Calculate away.
Yeah, just working out what it means.
If it ends like this, what happens?
Well, yeah, if Fenexi finishes second and Simo's third, will that mean Fenexi's still in with a shout? Just going to work that out.
Yeah, this is a really interesting battle. The fact that Melee has been dragged into it as well is had a bit of bad press with the race ban, a bit of an aggressive driver, but he's really brought his racing boots here in the rain at Hungary.
He has, yep.
What do the calculations say? Simi's yellow flag set to 3.
Still doing him, so bear with me.
We've got a couple of cars that are quite close there, and it looks like yellow flag sector 2. Dablo's out.
Both Mercedes out. Wow.
Yeah, and
Whether
that
he's lost
is
on his own.
That's
or...
just before the chicane. Strange.
Yeah, no safety car.
And Jamid's in the pits. He's had enough of the medium tyres. I would have suspected that would. I mean, to stay on the lead lap I don't think that's a bad effort, and he puts back on inters and goes on his way.
Rob's on mediums, so Rob's put mediums on. So
I don't
interesting.
think the rain. I wouldn't say the rain is easing, but
it slightly is on the front straight, but yeah, the rain is easing somewhat. Right, I'm going to carry on with my calculations. Bear with.
yeah, as Rob, I think, has had to let a couple of cars through there. Again, mounting the pressure is Fenexi, half a second, and the Melee 7/10 behind them as well. So the pressure is being piled on Seymour. Can he keep them behind? Oh, and Fenexi's off the track. And he loses a place out to Melee. That was a snap there. That's something that he could have been done without after the attack that he's been putting on there. But he's got 9 laps to try and catch back up and get ahead of Seymour. And the last thing that Fenexi needs is Seymour to win the race. So with G-Ninja out nearly 5 seconds out in the lead, it's helping. Wide goes Melee as well into the last corner.
Yep.
Just watching on board with Fenexi. Closest battle on track currently is these three. With Melee just losing out a whole second to Seymour.
Yep.
And it's something in the rain these guys have really got to be careful with. It's going off the racing line to overtake. There's so much spray, there's so much water, and you've got to really be careful. And I'm not sure if it's near enough to stop raining. No, there is still rain.
It's pretty much
hanging, isn't it?
on the front straight. On the front straight, it's pretty much stopped the rain.
Okay.
So
I'm just watching these guys gingerly go through the chicane.
Big Boris has decided to go on mediums as well, so we'll have to see if that paid off. It's slightly spitting with rain, but yeah, we should see the spray disappear. So who's going to gamble first? Go onto the medium tyres?
I don't think any of these front runners will want to be the ones that boxes at the moment and puts a gamble on, because I think at the moment it still looks very wet.
Yeah, maybe the people outside of the top 10, they've got nothing to lose. So, yeah, I think a few of those will decide to come in.
And it's good data for the boys as well, for the guys up front, watching the people like Rob, if they are catching up to the back of the grid, because Rob, he's not really making an impression on Big Boris, but and Winther got himself up to P8.
And Lance gets past Cody, moves up to P12, which potentially is going to be P11 with equals 6 seconds. Did we see Mentos has picked up a 3-second penalty? As Kaz... Yeah.
Yellow flags in Sector 2.
That's a Red Bull, is it?
It is.
Yeah, Big Boris. So on those medium tyres, yeah, he's had a moment.
Struggling,
underway.
Yeah, he's really struggling. He's going so ginger, it's unbelievable. He just, he's even coming to a stop near the chicane. I don't know whether he's calling it a... no, he's carrying on. Okay. Is that carrying on?
Yeah.
No, I can't see him.
So.
Yeah, he is just... Oh, he's so sideways.
Another 3 seconds.
If you're gonna run these tyres, you need to have them up to temperature.
Absolutely.
Did the calculations go as to plan? What happens if it stays like this?
So basically, Fenexi will be out of the championship race if Simo even finishes second right now, regardless of where Fenexi finishes. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Fenexi would have to win the race if Simo finishes second in order to stay in the championship fight.
Right.
So
that does not look like
at the moment, not looking good right now. Obviously, G-Ninja currently in the lead, but so I'm going to see what happens if Fenexi. I'll do some more calculations in the background. If Fenexi finishes second and Simo third, whether that keeps him in the fight or not.
Yeah, he's really struggling to keep up with Melee now. He's dropped 1.8 seconds, so he's gone back about another second, which is not what he needs. He's really struggling. However, Melee is putting a bit of pressure on Seymour, so can we see these two go side by side and maybe make a mistake that'll help out Finexi?
We shall see.
Well, that's all Finexi really needs is these two to make a mistake. But solid as a rock, Seymour, as G Ninja has pulled out a 6-second lead over these two, so he is the rain master out there at the moment. He is the man on the charge. The closest battle on track currently is this one of Melee and Seymour.
Yeah. Oh, yellow flag. Big Boris again.
Yep.
So, yeah, massively struggling. Yeah,
even Rob is down in last now, struggling on these mediums. I don't think, with the rain has now disappeared, I still don't think it's time.
It won't dry up in time,
No.
I don't think, will it? No. It's a gamble worth trying. I mean, they were out of the points anyway, so...
Yep, Finexi is now 2.3 seconds for his championship. To be still alive, he really, really does need to close this gap. It does not want to be lagging behind, but I suspect that he's just all out of pace.
Yep. Absolutely.
And if we look at the tyre situation as well, that would be a good indication to... He has got newer tyres than Seymour and G Ninja, so you'd like to think that he'd be able to close the gap, but I mean, the Inters work very well in this game.
Yes, they do, yep.
Melee, that was very wide.
So I've done some calculating. So if Finexi finishes second and Seymour third, Finexi would still be in the fight for the championship going into the final race. But yeah, as it stands, he's going to be out of the championship fight. But still, a lot can happen in these final few laps.
Yeah, there is a lot going on.
There is, yeah. I mean, you said Malay is on... What's his tyres? Yeah, so... Finexi and Malay are on the same 14-lap-old Inters.
Yeah.
Seymour and G Ninja 20-lap-old.
Lance has caught all the way up to the back of Ekoi, and this is for P11.
Yep.
With Nick 4.6 seconds up the road as well, so if Lance wants to get anywhere near, and his teammate behind him as well, I think slapped.
Yep.
As Ekoi jumps to the pits. Let's see what tyres he's going to come on. This could be interesting.
Yeah, Cody as well. So I'll let you know about their tyres.
I'm on board with Ekoi at the moment. He's trundling down the pit lane. This is a set of softs.
And Cody as well, putting on softs. I mean, again, they're outside the points, worth the gamble, I think.
Yeah, I'm just on board with Melee, who is wrestling that Aston Martin. Really trying to find the tenths to catch up to Seymour, because as it stands, Finexi will be out of the championship battle, and so would Ardaz, really, with the DNF, wouldn't he?
Yep, he would, yep.
So it would just be a two-way battle with Seymour and Nautabot, but with Nautabot down in P5. But catching Finexi, which is interesting.
Yes, yeah, I mean, Finexi was under pressure already. He's got Totaboat, Notaboat on his tail.
Yeah, let's not tell him you said that.
Yes.
Totabout don't think he'll like that.
Toby Notaboat. Yep.
Definitely won't like that.
But it's going to be interesting what the tyre wear situation is for the front two, though. 21-lap-old Inters. Are they going to fall off a cliff before the end of the race?
Who knows?
See. Yep.
That's something that we will have to wait and find out, really, isn't it? Because, yeah, the tyres that they've had on for 22 laps, with it starting to dry out now, are going to start heating up, and Ekoi is moving up the grid. He's fighting with Golf at the moment on them soft tyres.
Yep.
Oh, he's just lost out 8, 9 tenths, so I'm not quite sure what happened.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he was struggling anyway with having 9 seconds of penalties, so... Yeah. Well, it seemed to be managing. Well, just as I say that, Cody got a bit loose on the final corner, but seemed to be managing to get around all right so far.
There's still a lot of water on track as Notable has caught all the way back up to Phoenix's within 3/10. So that's one to look out for there.
Yep.
They really need to be careful with the way that the track is. They really do need to be careful.
They do,
on how slippy it is. We're going to see a move for P4 and help Notabout's chances of clinching the title into the last race. It's going to go down to the wire. He's going to go up the inside here. There's not. He's going to stay tucked in behind and pray that Finexi is going to make a mistake. Really, that's all he's really waiting for.
Yep.
And I think that's been the theme of tonight, hasn't it? Waiting for the other driver to make the mistake. Don't forget to get your driver of the day votes in.
I was about to say there, yeah.
If not, there's yellow flags. I think that's just a slowing Big Boris there to allow these two through.
Yep.
And then medium tyres are definitely not working for him.
No, definitely not.
And yellow flags again. I think that's him with his teammate now.
Yeah.
Davide's melting. Are you melting or is it raining? No way that skips out. He did apologise. He did. He did.
Yep.
He did. Dimmy said sorry for skip as G Ninja puts in the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. A whole, I think, 9/10 faster. As pushing along the Haas is Notable, who's we're going to see him move up the inside on the wet side of the track as Finexi gives him a little push later on the brakes. There is Notable and through he goes, but is there going to be the cutback? There is. Oh, there's a tap. There is a tap, but I think they managed to keep it as clean as they possibly could. As this move continues up the inside, goes Melee and the switchback again from Finexi. Oh, they're going to go too wide. Is there enough room? There is a little jerk there of I'm still here, by the way. And I think, Melee had to, Notable had to concede that one.
Yeah.
G Ninja for driver of the day. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Not a bad shout.
Yeah, faultless drive. Yep.
Yeah, from start to finish.
Malay's driven well as well. Moved up 3 places from where he qualified, sitting P3 right now.
Yeah, we're going to see
from him.
Either Notable or Melee make a move for P2 and P4. This could really decide a few things here. As Finexi is just getting pushed on. These two Aston Martins are on an absolute charge these last couple of laps. Where have they come from? Where's this pace been this whole race? And it is what a move from Finexi it is. It's some defence going on here around the outside. Is he going to swoop around? Notable is going to make sure that he gets a great line out, and I think he loses about a 1/10 there with running around the outside, but he's going to use the ERS down the main straight. He's going to have to tuck in and go around the long way around this time. Does he get the move done? It looks like Finexi is going to stick with him, push him out as wide as he can, but be respectful as Rob is out. Yellow flag sector 1. These guys are still side by side going into turns 3. And it looks like Finexi has just lost out there.
Yep, he has, yeah. Oof.
That's some good racing, that.
Yeah, respectful racing, yep.
The next one to look out for, really, is can Finexi keep up with the pace of Notable, or can Melee get past Seymour and try and disrupt the championship fight?
I'm just looking in the background, doing some calculations about Notable. He was only 5 points behind Simo in the standings.
And we are just watching the race leader go around the last corner for the final time in the drying track and cross the line to take a win here. G Ninja takes the Hungarian Grand Prix win. It took an absolute commanding lead over Seymour, 10 seconds, who crosses the line. Seymour to take P2 with Melee closely followed and Notable, and Finexi dropped off 1.3 seconds. It finishes P5 with Mentos having a fantastic race there in P6. And Harrison down in P7. Winther finishing P8. P9, Kaz, who was 22nd.
Yeah, good recovery from Winther. Also had the incident early on, so managed to recover up to P8. Good drive from Mentos as well.
Yep, definitely. Just watching G Ninja. No, sorry, definitely not Kaz. Lance, Nick Furyman. The other Haas there of Nick Furyman. That Katy Perry song got too much for him and binned it in the wall like a firework. It exploded. Golf, last man to officially cross the line, who really struggled throughout the whole race, but did manage to finish P12, so that is a good result.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Yeah, crosses the line. P12. Let's just see who the game gives driver of the day to, because we'll totally ignore it if it's anybody rubbish. And the game's driver of the day goes to Lance.
Lance, interesting.
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, great drive from G Ninja. I mean, faultless drive. Yeah, he'd be in my conversation for driver of the day.
Well, I think we'll just make it as is. 2 people have voted. You voted. I'm going to give it to him as well. So I think it's a unanimous decision that we give driver of the day to G Ninja on his return.
Yep.
Can we have the top 3?
Yes, I have asked. G Ninja had to jump off. He can't do an interview. Disgraceful behaviour, but it's fine. We'll forgive him eventually. But yeah, brilliant drive. But yes, Simo and Malay will jump in voice chat in a moment.
So okay, should we jump down to drivers and wait for them?
Yep.
We've got everybody, and I'll just give the quick rundown of the grid as G Ninja takes top step of the podium with Seymour finishing P2 and Melee, fantastic race there, finishing P3 with Noltabot, Finexi, Mentos, Harrison, Winther, Definite Kaz, and Lance rounding up the top 10 with Nick Furyman, Golf, Cody, Ekoi, and Anj Hamid. Big Boris are the last of the finishers. Rob, Dablo, Skip, and Ardaz are our retirees. So we're unsure why Ardaz, the game just completely biffed him off the game, didn't want him in there, did it? So it got rid of him. So I'm just going to turn this off because I don't need it anymore and go on to this. As we wait for a couple of drivers to speak to.
Yeah, they are both in. So
right, well, I'll start off with Simo. That has solidified your championship position. It now means that Ardaz and Finexi are no longer a part of the top step championship fight. Are you a bit disappointed with that it's come to this and it could have waited for the final round, or are you relieved a bit that you've lost 2 competitors?
Honestly, I'm relieved. It has been a tough season for everyone, so GG for them that are out of the championship race, but still to play for Toby's quick is been unfortunate today. So yeah, a bit lucky for me today to gain some big points. I think like 6 points is huge. We're going to the last race, so yeah.
Now, obviously, we know that we had a bit of an issue with the lobby, and then we had the return of the rain, which is just unfortunate. However, that is dynamic. I mean, if you'd have had the red flag and it could have come back raining, you would have never have known. So these things can happen. I know we had a few moans and groans. Were you disappointed, or were you just overall just wanted to get the race over and done with?
It was a bit messy because I didn't do a single lap in the wet, so I didn't know what would be my pace, and it was great, nothing special. G Ninja was far too quick for everyone today, so it was uncatchable. But yeah, pleased with P2, and fair play to Malay. It was very, very quick today, and I was out of breath at the end of the race. I was pushing all the way 25 laps, and knowing that Ardas and Toby were far, Ardas actually was out and Toby was far, I was like, I gotta do a clean race. I don't want to do any mistakes, so it was a very demanding race physically and also mentally.
All I can say is congratulations on P2, and more points means more prizes at the end of the day. So yeah, congratulations is what you need as a driver and for the team, because you're obviously in a battle for the constructors as well. So yeah, good haul of points.
Thank you.
Melee, honestly, I have to say, I'm not surprised, but I'm actually glad to see you here. I'm glad to see you had a nice race. I'm glad to see you had a clean race. After the criticism that you went under, how did that one feel? Did it feel good to be racing and nice racing?
Mate, I'm so pleased. Like, after like 7 DNFs in a row, I can finally have a clean race, good pace, not too much like trouble. I genuinely had fun, but like this race was so physically. Oh, I'm so tired. But honestly,
Same.
yeah, it's a great result for the team also, because Aston is fighting for P2, I believe. So I'm glad I helped Toby a bit. At the start, it was pretty chaotic, almost crashed with Ardas, because I believe his controller disconnected or something, I don't know. So yeah, I overtook Fnexy on like lap 13 because he had a moment, and I was just pushing to catch Simo. Well, like sadly, he was too strong today.
Yeah, like we were saying about it's nice to see you have a great race, and I'm guessing it was just sort of heads down and focus. You have come under fire and you do find yourself getting into a little bit of trouble with other drivers. Maybe your fault sometimes, maybe not your fault, but it is honestly so nice to see you enjoying yourself, and hopefully can go into the last race of the season with having that bit of pressure off your shoulders and just go out and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, honestly. I'm very pleased to be back on the podium. It's my second podium in league racing. It's my first one in FQ, because
yes. Yep.
I doubled my point count here, so I'm very pleased. Couldn't do anything better. Maybe apart from that one little mistake that probably cost me P2, but I'm really happy.
Good. I'm so glad that you're happy. We're happy for you, and I definitely hope that we can have this as a recurring thing, and definitely push on for season 2. Well, lads, congratulations to the both of you, and we'll see you out on the track next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. Yeah, well done, guys.
Well, all I can say is that just about rounds up that absolutely chaotic race. Started off with a fantastic qualifying, a couple of incidents in qualifying of blocking, but nothing major. And then the random red flag that we had in the safety car, it just threw it all up. But we managed to get under racing, albeit in the rain, but it was entertaining. So yeah, it's really was a testing fight out there, as the guys have just explained that they were really having issues with how demanding it was out there. So yeah, it's definitely nice to have that one over and done with. However, there is one thing that we have to be sad about. Next week is our final race of the season, which
is indeed.
In all honesty, I can't wait for this one, because I think that this has been a definite long time coming. Bahrain is an absolute monster of a track, and we know it's going to be dry there, because if it rains in the desert, I'll be very, very surprised. But it's going to be a night. Is it a nighttime race, Bahrain now?
Yes, I think it is. Yeah.
So it's in the night, floodlit, absolutely dry as a bone. I can't wait. I think this one is going to absolutely light up, and obviously we have the championship battle to look out for with Seymour and Notable, so that one is definitely one to watch out for. So I guess all that we have to do now is say our thank yous and goodbyes. Thank you for every driver that's participated in tonight's race. Apologies to all the reserve drivers that could not get in. Honestly, we are trying in season 2 to make sure that we can incorporate every single driver that we have. So apologies to those guys. Thank you so much for hanging around though. And thank you for being in the community, because it really does help us grow. So yeah, thank you very much. Simi, absolute pleasure as always to commentate. I know we had a bit of distraction, and I know we had a bit of this, that and the other, but again, it's we got through it. It's such a pleasure to have you by my side again. Thank you very much for joining me.
Yep, cheers mate. Just before you go, obviously this is as it stands, not taking into account any possible like stewarding penalties or anything, but standings as it is, Simo on 197 points and Notaboat on 186. So going into the final race. So yeah, I think we'll haven't done the calculations, but yeah, 11 points between them.
Yeah, so
Going into the
points
final
that
race.
we need. Yeah, Simo definitely needs a seamless race for next week out in Bahrain. So yeah, right, fantastic. Thank you very much for that, Simi. And as always, thank you very much for everybody watching. If you do like what you see, then do obviously hit the subscribe button, and do hit the bell for any other races we post every Sunday, 8:30. Next week is the final race of the season. You do not want to miss out on this, trust me. It is definitely going to be a spectacular race in the desert. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We'll see you all next week. Goodbye.
Yep, cheers.